Hello, everyone. Welcome back to NJCDC's The Loft. We'll be talking about artificial intelligence today, also known as AI. I am Mr. Zanir, joined with 3 students from Compete for Life.
I'm Triasia.
I'm Reynaldo.
My name is Steven Ostos.
As I mentioned earlier, we'll be talking about AI, and I have a few questions for y'all. So the first question is, when did you first hear about ChatGPT, and what was your first reaction?
I heard about it in like 8th grade and 9th grade. And I think people started really using it in 9th grade. I didn't use it. I mean, I used like Grammarly, but like no one was really using Grammarly like that. So
I think people just started talking about it like out of nowhere, like 8th to 9th grade. And then that's when like, dude, we don't have to do our work anymore. And then like out of nowhere, my friends would be like, oh, I didn't do the work. I just had AI do it for me.
With like AI, I first heard it in 9th grade. It was from a South Park episode. That was the first time I heard it.
South Park episode.
Yeah,
crazy.
South Park is crazy.
They were talking about it, and then after that, everybody started using it, and I was one of those people who used it as well.
So I first heard about ChatGPT in college. I didn't know what it was, didn't hear nothing about it, and then I started using it also. But we're gonna get into that later. How are you guys, the students? How are you using AI tools like ChatGPT for homework, essays, studying, or something else?
I don't use ChatGPT or like stuff for essays. Like I don't do anything for writing because it's not gonna look the way I want it to look. So I have to write it. But if it's math, you can just use AI. I use Goth AI for math, and I don't use Photomath because it sucks. So
I think I've only ever tried to use AI like once, and they both went horribly. It was like one was for like an essay, and I was just like really confused. So I felt like it was like a few extra steps because I was gonna write it myself anyways and correct it. And then with math, I probably use Photomath as well, and it sucked. So
Now, how I used it, it was only for like English. I would just like ask it either like make it sound human and then like correct any mistakes. And then for math, I just used Goth AI, and I hated Goth because every single time when I'd use it, it would always give me the incorrect answer, and I had to type it in. I'd be like, "Give me the correct answer," and it would still give me the wrong
tell
one.
AI to give you the right
Give
answer.
me the right
Give me the
answer.
right answer. You know this is wrong. It kind of reminds me of how like teachers started picking up that students started using AI. So then people would put in their like AI, be like, oh, write me an essay, but make it sound human. Like I don't know why they thought, and it worked. I guess I don't even know if it did.
I don't know how can they make it sound more human than it sounded
You
the
know?
first time they did it.
Like they're like, make it sound human.
What is goth math? Goth?
Don't know.
it's a AI. I think it's from like the same people that made like TikTok and like Lemonade, like those things, and like just take a picture of whatever you
Yeah.
can use it for like English, whatever you want to, but it works better for like geometry and math, in my opinion. And like it only has given me incorrect answers like maybe 3 times, but then I can find it because I just used like the formula,
Okay.
and then I just learned how to do it anyway. Like I'm not just using AI to like cheat, but like I'm actually using AI to
help
learn
yourself.
how to do the formula so that I could.
It's like you're teaching it. You're teaching yourself, but it's helping you.
Yes.
Okay.
What?
Anybody else ever used AI in a learning way, like how she said, like to help you understand something more, or show you how to do something?
I don't think so. Because if it's like if I wanted to get something done, I'd do it myself. I think it's gotten so bad to the point for some teachers that like my English teacher has had us use AI, and she told us to use AI for an essay to write because she
Yeah.
knows that half of the students in the class aren't gonna do it anyways.
Yeah.
And it's low-key kind of crazy how she said, okay, use AI, but then like fix it yourself later.
Yeah, that's exactly what my English teacher did as well. I remember she said she put in a Google form, "Do you use AI?" thinking that she was probably gonna get some people to click it and be like, "Yeah."
Why would they say
I
yes?
don't know.
I lied. I said no. I would never use AI. I would never. I've never even heard of it.
Well, now she know you lied. Do you think using AI for assignments is a smart shortcut or another way to procrastinate?
Yes, it is. Straight up, yes, it is. Like
For
Like
which
for
one?
what? Procrastination
for
Procrastination
procrastination,
or
for
a smart way for
procrastination,
school?
it is a
Okay.
way to procrastinate because the amount of people I've seen use AI to just answer a whole sheet of work, like a whole math worksheet, a whole math worksheet. Like I just see them. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like not just that, but like you could just use AI for anything, and at this point, teachers don't really care, even though they have like those supposed things to
No, yeah,
just
they have it
detect
on
AI.
they have it on Google Classroom where like when you turn it in, you it'll give them an option to like run it through. Like they'll use an AI themselves to like track it to see if it's like if everything is AI or you actually like typed it yourself.
I don't know. You'd use AI to scan AI.
Can you share if any of you have funny stories or surprising story of a time AI either saved you or messed you up completely?
Never really messed me up, but like like the Instagram reels and the I've seen some very crazy stuff of AI, like people transforming into like
Cars.
roaches.
Oh, I've seen this one
Cars.
video of like an AI strawberry dog getting exploded or something.
Oh,
Oh my
wait, is that
goodness,
the
bro.
dog with the apple?
I don't know what it was.
Yeah,
It was
it's the
just
dog
so
with the
weird.
apple.
I'll normally see some and it just be like, why would you turn into a train?
It's just
Like
it turns into the most random thing. It's that, or like it's the most like I don't know if about yeah, I could say disturbing thing I've seen. I've seen like a few
Mhm.
videos here and there where you kind of
Yeah.
like, why are you looking at this? But our eyes can't turn away from it either.
Mhm.
I did see some good ones too though. Like this one page I've seen about a bunch of AI videos. They have like times throughout history where we weren't born, so they made like AI so you can see how it was.
Yeah.
But like that's the positive from it. I'll give that. So when I'm not gonna say what grade I was in, but I was in school, and long story short, I used AI and I got caught by my teacher. I'm just, it's not funny. It's funny, but it's not funny. Like
My bad. I shouldn't laugh.
because whole time I had an F in the class, right?
Right.
I was in college. I'm gonna just keep it P. Had an F, so I emailed her like, "Why do I still have an F?" And you would think she would just tell me why. No, the response was, "Well, why were you using AI to do your work?"
Oh,
And completely, it messed me up.
were you getting away with it before then? Like it
Or did you
freshman
just,
year?
like-
Okay, yes, I was getting away, but this is how teachers find out you use AI. When you use AI, the information they give you, it's more information than what the teacher actually teaches you.
Yeah.
And this is how that I found out about. This is how I found out I got caught. So she basically was like, let's say they give you a topic on the Industrial Revolution, right?
Mhm.
Now she give you the booklet, you're reading it, you're putting information, but yours is just too detailed, too good. She
Mhm.
know it's AI because you can't talk about a part of that
He's like,
happened
we
during
never
that
discussed
time.
this.
Exactly, but
Yeah.
we never discussed it, and I was like, I'm caught, and that's how they know.
I think the way I've seen people use AI for their work is that they actually take the booklet that we were reading in class and like
Yeah.
type it
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the thing and then say, oh, making a summary or essay about this. I think that was probably your mistake. You just said, hey, write me an essay about the Industrial Revolution.
Because it's not like when you use AI, they're just summing up the whole industrial revolution, and like when it's like you really just need chapter 1 through 2.
I remember I got caught one time because sophomore year English honors, I remember putting something in and my teacher caught me because she was like, I've never seen you type any of these because the words that they would
Straight up
generate,
like that.
like they were all like fancy, like
Big words.
yeah, big words. And she knew well that I did not use any, like none of those were in my vocabulary. So
You
she
saw
knew.
some whimsical words in there
Yeah.
because they use words that are so detailed. That's why they say make it sound human, as in make it sound dumb.
Basically.
Yes. Talking about AI, it kind of reminds me of how like when we say AI, we don't just mean like ChatGPT. I just mean like you've seen like the
Everything.
Italian brain rot, right?
Oh my!
Oh God.
You've
don't
seen the
say
Italian brain
that.
rot.
Never heard of that.
Let me lay it down for you.
Please don't you
Lay it down.
don't you dare do it. Can I take over with this? Can I take over with this, please?
No, hold on. Not no, but
Like I don't even know how to summarize. It's like
Okay.
Ronaldo.
a bunch of
Okay, so don't you dare. So it was like with what she was saying. So it's like they'll generate like random like characters. So it'll be like a shark on land with like shoes, with like
Or like a
with four-
chimpanzee coming out of a banana.
and it'll be like something like there was one I remember this like chimpanzini bananini.
That's the one, yeah. There's like others too. There's like this one with a stick. I don't know. He had something in his hand.
Yeah,
Tung,
It's like
tung,
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 yeah, that
tung.
one. Jesus
Sahur.
Christ.
You know, there's ballerina cappuccino lore.
Jesus Christ.
They have lore.
Yeah.
It's got to the point where it has lore. It's crazy. We're in the timeline where AI
It's
is
really
like,
running the world.
It
Like,
used to be. I think like a week ago, it used to be funny. I would start dying every single time I'd see it.
I
But then,
was
like, a
so
week
sad to
later-
see that like two of like my friends Ronaldo and Alberto just started saying it, and I was confused because I was left behind on brain rot, bro.
he would. No,
I was
for
always
real.
the one on top when it came to brain rot. What is your take on brain rot? This is like a off topic. It's like a question I have.
It should be included. It's basically the same thing.
I've never heard of that till literally just now.
Well, basically, brain rot is something that like everybody says. It's like
That is not
something
a
you
good
just
way to
hear.
explain.
So, like,
I mean, that's basically what it is.
So is
Brain
it
rot
like-
is like
Like a verbal trend.
yes,
Yeah.
basically.
And these words were made up by AI?
No,
No.
these words are not made up by AI. it's just
some,
people.
like, no,
AI
they're
can
made
never
up by
replicate it.
people, but a lot of the brain rot stuff is AI.
Where do you think the line is drawn between using AI responsibly and using it for cheating?
I think the line that draws like between using it responsibly and cheating is definitely like I said before, when people just like ask AI to just do everything for them
So like instead of trying first.
instead of trying. They just like get an assignment, get AI to do it, and that's it. They don't even look back at it. They just turn it in the way it is.
I think people shouldn't use AI at all for writing assignments because that's basically cheating because you didn't write it. You didn't think about it. Like the hardest part about a writing assignment is you have to think about it and like, I don't know, write it. Yeah, but you have to brainstorm or whatever. But the brainstorming part, just writing, if you just write it, I don't think you really did it. And then also like tests, you shouldn't use AI on tests. That's just cheating. And then not trying first, and then you do AI, and then you don't even like learn about it because you're gonna have to have like tests, and then you won't know what to do.
I feel like AI can be used responsibly, but I feel like you cross that line when you become dependent on it. Like when you can't look at what's 2 plus 2 without asking AI what's 2 plus 2. I just feel like when you become too dependent on it to where you need it to do everything for
Yeah.
you or function with, you can't function without it. Because there's honestly more, AI ways besides just ChatGPT. So it's
Mhm.
really what than anything you need it for. Then like you're cheating your way through easily, but it's also like you're not really only cheating it, you're cheating yourself because you really didn't learn nothing. So looking ahead, how do you think AI will change the way students learn and do schoolwork in the next few years?
Hopefully, they properly monitor AI for students to like have an AI that could help them throughout work. Or we might have another real life Terminator situation, maybe. I'm
Mm.
not sure.
I guess I have to agree with him.
I guess.
not with the Terminator part. Not like that.
I know,
Yeah,
it's like, it'll be more like the Matrix.
Steven, you've been talking about Terminator since we were on the way here.
Yeah, because Terminator is AI. Who knows when it will get sentience? I've seen videos of people having like making their own robots. And then there's like a whole video about a guy who had a robot and he was asking for its purpose. I don't think AI should be asking about that.
Mm-mm.
But that's just me.
That is true.
What if, okay, I have two things to say, but what if they make a robot and then it's like some Harambe situation?
What do you
But,
mean?
Like they teach it that like, it's gonna get shut down or something, or it's gonna die, or like, I don't know.
That is so messed
Like,
up. That is
I don't
messed-
know. They just teach it about like death and life, and it
Okay.
just like it's
Mhm.
like it gains feeling and stuff. I have an Echo, right? It's like the Amazon AI thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I ask it stuff. Like if I say something and it thinks it's rude, it literally just ignores me, and it freaks me out. I said something about Rosa Parks too, and then
What?
it didn't. I don't know. It was like, oh, I don't know how to answer. I don't know. It was really weird. I was like, Echo, do you like black people? And it didn't answer.
That is like a really. That's like a.
I mean,
That's a big jump.
I feel like AI is really a program. Like it's program whatever the programmer puts.
mhm.
Now, if it was just programmed to answer questions, now you're asking a question it doesn't have answers to. Now it's just gonna keep like I'm trying to word it so it makes sense. For
It's
example,
gonna
like
make its own answers.
yeah, like if that's like you asking AI, for example, what's death? Nobody knows what death is. But if that's like you keep asking it, what is it? 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 Now it's gonna have now it's like
It's like, I'll give you an answer.
that's the feeling. Like it's gonna be like, okay, well now this is that feeling. Now AI is feeling that. Like that's kind of how I think it might work. That's a wrap, y'all. Until next time.